2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
The pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now they try the right side here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
DB 100. I want DB 100.
6-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up here. Complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being...
He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
A gain of 40.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Number 1.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone.
He stopped and watched him into the end zone.
Jets. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
4 at the 28-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 60 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Throw left side is complete to Reed. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And some room to maneuver. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Bengals 42.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
Rosas lining up for the extra point.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Bengals 42, Jets 30.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way. Take some time off the clock and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9. Brings up second.
On second down, here's Burrow. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. Well, with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Now throwing on first down and completing it. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. And Burrow going to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Hart. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're heading towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And at the 30-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kwan Williams. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 42, Jets 37. Aldrich Rosa sets the kickoff.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Complete to number 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Third down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
I used to joke to my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 18.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. A little careless with the football. He also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
What? Oh my God.
Dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots he stays in the game where he needs to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it? It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter,
Don't make twice in a row. 3-3.
in this situation, I know as a defendant, loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's going to let it fly.
Ooh.
Oh, crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later? Who would that be? That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here we go with Burrow, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The tackle made back at his own 6-yard line.
Tonight, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win is putting the amount of points that they do. Clicking on offense. I mean, what a game to put up that number of points. Continue to feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work. That's called being in the zone. So for the Bengals, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get